Did the media convict Casey? It's a case that got worldwide attention, and tonight the scrutiny is turning from the Casey Anthony trial to those who covered it. The 33's Daniel Novick joins us in the studio with how the media may have affected public opinion. Daniel.
Yeah, and so many people were outraged by this verdict. They were upset and angry and sad, many believing it was a slam dunk that Casey Anthony was guilty in the death of her 2-year-old daughter, Kaylee. But why did so many believe she was a murderer when the jury, who heard all of the evidence, went in the opposite direction?
The trial of the new century.
Media coverage had
accused of her daughter's murder.
The media coverage of the Casey Anthony trial has been everywhere, but now some are questioning if the coverage was skewed and biased.
That's crazy.
The reporters and journalists, and I think kind of everyday people had a very emotional reaction to the case.
Jeffrey Bellin is a former federal prosecutor and current law professor at SMU. He says in court cases, emotions have to be taken out, and the facts, the evidence, is all that matters. But that doesn't necessarily make for good TV.
Do something that, might be more boring to viewers, but is kind of the bedrock of the criminal justice system when it works correctly, and that's take the facts that the prosecution has proven and compare them to the law and see if there's reasonable doubt.
And the jury could not, beyond a reasonable doubt, prove that Casey Anthony murdered her daughter. While the media focused on how bad of a person she might be or how she could be a terrible mother, the jury focused on if she killed her daughter on purpose.
There just wasn't evidence to back up the prosecution's theory that Casey Anthony intentionally or at least culpably did something that caused the child's death.
Those near the SMU campus today also weighed in on the coverage of the trial.
I definitely think that the media was more biased in it.
Sarah Klein says she followed the case closely.
I feel like the media kind of like spin it saying, this is what she's done and therefore she obviously is guilty.
And Leah Kazicki says she watched the trial from start to finish.
No, I don't think it's been biased. I think it's been really good.
She thinks emotion blurred the vision of TV viewers.
And I think people are just upset because everybody thinks that mother needs to be in jail.
Daniel Novick, the 33 News.